Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Taylor and welcome to my tower. This week I wanted to bring you guys along for a week of my life for the last week of summer. So today is Sunday and I'm just at my parents' house and we're getting ready to just have a nice pool day and relax and read and stuff. And of course I'm applying some sunscreen. This is actually a beef tallow sunscreen. I love using beef tallow on my skin and like on my face every night, but I was just a little hesitant to start using a sunscreen, but I actually really like it and it smells really good. And the reason that I love it is because it is toxin free, which we love. But the pool today is only 80 degrees, so it's definitely a little too cold for my liking, so I might just sit out and read today. I'm not really sure, but I'm currently reading Beach Read by Emily Henry. I definitely really love Emily Henry's writing style, so I definitely think I'm gonna love this book. The other book I read of hers was Happy Place, and I rated that one 5 stars, so I have high hopes for this one too. But yeah, I'm excited to just bring you guys along with whatever I get up to this week. We are all off, me and my family, so it should be a nice, fun, filled week doing a lot of fun adventures and just like enjoying the last bit of sun for the summer.
I was just a kid when I met you, honey. Working on my daydreams. Down bed wishing you'd come and save me. If only I'd have a time machine back then, I'd see us dancing in the kitchen night. No one thought we could ever make it. Didn't know time could move so fast. 10 years later and I'm still your baby.
Good morning, Minky. You want some breakfast? I know. Good morning, guys. I'm just making my morning water. So I have been taking this ovacitol. I don't really know how you say it, but I've been doing at least 1 scoop of this every day for probably been about a month now, but I was taking this like more ritually. Is that the word I'm looking for? Routinely, I guess, back in January. And so I take this to try to regulate my hormones, but also still trying to clear my hormonal acne because it's still like right underneath my jaw. It's definitely cleared up a lot, but it's still something that I'm just so insecure of and just so ready to be done with because I've been dealing with it for so long. But as far as plans go for today, I am going to just edit. But Brad is also off today, so maybe me and him could do something together. Honestly, I do think it's going to be a stay-at-home kind of day, but I don't know. We'll see, and I'll bring you guys along for whatever else I get up to today. So it's now 5 o'clock and I just wrapped up my work day, and all I really got to do today was chop out all of the fat that I was trying to get out of my video. But I did just get off the phone with my client for the documentary that I'm working on, and he wants some changes by Friday. So I will have to once again find another day this week to work a little bit. But now I'm officially done working. So now I'm going to hop on my treadmill, get in the rest of my steps because I'm only at 3,800 and I'm getting 10K every day. And then once I finish my steps, I'll make myself some dinner, probably take a bath, and then I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.
And at this time, I didn't really know if he was actually
Lately, yes, let me say something that she crazy.
So I just drove over to my mom's, and I high-key hate having my bun like this, but my car doesn't have air, so I have to drive with my hair up in a bun like this so my flyaways don't get all over the place. But on today's agenda, we, I think, are just gonna go shopping. I don't really know. I'll see once we get our day started. I forgot my swimsuit today, so swimming is not going to be an option regardless. I know my mom wants to go get some like work shirts, and I don't really know what else we're gonna do, but I think it's gonna be mostly like a clothing shopping day. So yeah, I'll bring you guys along for whatever we get up to today.
Close my eyes and I was dreaming. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me, about our love. She gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you
So I just got back from shopping. I did not buy anything, but all we did was go to the mall. I was with my mom and my aunt, and my mom was just kind of looking for like work clothes, I think. She didn't really find anything, but her and my aunt also found a pair of sneakers that they really liked, so they matched with those sneakers. Somebody just had her Denny. Can you say hi again? Oh, you are purry. Yeah, good Denny. But yeah, it is currently 72 degrees outside, and I only walked about 7,000 steps today, so I'm going to open the windows because it feels so nice out, and I'm going to hop on the treadmill and watch a YouTube video. And then I was also going to work a little bit tonight, but since it's already almost 8 o'clock, I feel like it's a little late for that, so I might just maybe read a couple more chapters of Beach Read. But if you're interested in like the synopsis of this book, it takes place in somewhere in Michigan, I think, like on some sort of lake. I think it's Lake Superior. I don't really know. I was honestly ADHDing really bad in the beginning of the book, so I think I missed a lot of like the setting details. So it takes place in this town called North Bear Shores, and our female main character is January, and the male main character is Augustus or Gus. And January and Gus go way back in time because they are both writers and they went to the same college, I believe. And January ends up moving to the town that he lives in currently as, you know, older adults. And January is an author of romance novels, and Gus is an author of like literary fiction. And they're both really stumped on writing their next novel, and Gus decides to come up with this challenge to help them get over their writer's block, essentially. And I'm currently up at the part where they had just started their challenge. I think I'm like 90 pages in at this point, but I just really love Emily Henry's writing. I think she's probably my favorite author. I would also say Christina Lauren, because my favorite book that I have read so far was The Paradise Problem last summer, and I just really enjoy the way that Christina Lauren writes, and also Emily Henry's Happy Place. I told you guys I've read that before. I also really enjoyed that book, but there's just something about her writing style. It's just so like eloquent, and I just feel like she is the perfect romance author, so I'm very excited to continue reading this book. I would love to finish it in this vlog, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to be able to finish it. So anyway, that is where I'm currently at with that book, and that is pretty much everything I'm going to share with you guys today. I'm gonna go open the windows, hop on the treadmill, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. I am literally so tired this morning. I don't really know why, because I slept like pretty good, but Brad and I didn't go to bed till like it was probably like 12:30, because we were literally doom scrolling on his TikTok for like 3 hours, which is really not good to do, especially before bed. So that was not great on our part. I really shouldn't go to Starbucks. I usually only like to do that if I have money on my card, but it's also pumpkin spice season. So should we get a pumpkin spice latte today? I don't know. I can't decide, but I do have some caffeinated teas, so I might just resort to making one of those. But on today's agenda, I'm just going to have another work day, because like I said, on Monday, my client wants another cut of our documentary by Friday, so obviously I have to allot some time for that. I also really wanted to have my Asia trip itinerary video up on Friday as well, but this is why my YouTube videos keep going to the back burner, because my workload just keeps taking over, and that obviously has to be a top priority, unfortunately. So it is now 9 a.m. I'm about to get up my Instagram post for the day and also get up my TikTok for the day. And I'll probably post on YouTube Shorts today too, because that is one I always forget about, and I do have content that I can post. So I'm going to spend probably about the next hour or so just posting on all my platforms and doing my engaging with my friends and followers and stuff like that. And then I will sit down and edit my documentary. It's not like too many changes, so hopefully I can get it all done today. But my client is still sending me more and more photos as the days go on, so I hope that maybe we're done by now and I can just import these new photos that he wants in there and then be done. We'll see. So that is the game plan for the day. And then tonight I'm going roller skating with my aunt, which we already do all the time. But tonight my parents are coming too, which will be fun. So we are going to do like a family skating night. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my posts up now. So if you want to see what I'm posting on my other socials, be sure to follow me. My username is @Taylors_Tower on all of my platforms. You can find me over on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously here on YouTube. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit when I start my work day.
Footsteps, 4 or 5 in a row. It was still lots, but when I leaned closer, and inside was a small battery-operated camera with its green light on.
I caved and got a coffee. I got the iced pumpkin cream chai, and I did already have one sip of it because I was sweating. That's why my hair's back now too. But let's do a first fall coffee taste test together on camera. I didn't really know I was a chai person until I tried, I think it was Starbucks chai from like the raspberry one that they had. Now I feel like I'm a chai girl because this is so good. I'm honestly really not too into like pumpkin spice. I just feel like sometimes it's like a little too spicy, even though chai is spiced too, but something about this one is really good. I think it's like the foam on top of this, but I did also get a ham and Swiss baguette, but I was just really craving this today, even though I did already have that salad, but that salad was not good because the lettuce is bad. So I wanted some like actual real food to get me through the next 5 hours of my workday. So I'm going to just enjoy my ham and Swiss baguette that looks so good and drink my pumpkin cream chai. So I will see you guys in a little bit. So it is 3 o'clock now and I'm just about done making all the changes that I needed to make for the documentary for this week, at least as far as I can make them today. So how my documentaries typically work is they are usually between 25 to 30 minutes, and this one is on the longer side. It is 30 minutes, and this documentary is about a historic theater that is over 100 years old. It was at one point purchased by the Warner Brothers, and so this documentary is all about the history of the theater when it was first built in the early 1900s, and I actually really enjoyed this documentary, which makes working on it a lot easier for me when I actually enjoy the projects I'm working on. So I'm currently in the second rough cut phase. So how it works is there is an assembly phase where I literally just build the entire story. I go through all of the interviews and I map out the storyline and the timeline and everything like that. And then the rough cut is when I start putting in the B-roll, which is like the photos and videos that you see over top of the interviews. Nothing is colored yet. The audio isn't corrected. The B-roll isn't even animated. I literally just have the photos in the places that I want them. So that way when I get the approval for all the B-roll, I can go ahead and animate it and not have to like double the work by animating things that potentially won't make the cut, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is what I do all day, every day. It's actually a really fun job, but it can also be a little bit overwhelming when, you know, it is a lot of changes or when the deadline is quickly approaching. And unfortunately, I am a one-woman team. I have no assistants. So if I don't do the work, it does not get done. And I feel like I've been yapping for quite a bit here, but if you're interested in what the day in the life of an editor looks like, there you go. But I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours working on YouTube stuff, and then I will catch up with you guys when I get to skating later.
Love me or hate me, God knows you made it. Winning ladies' eyes on me. 여기 네 눈이 날 바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up 'cause I ain't gonna slow down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know you. 이미 시작된 걸. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. 저희 키스는 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I really want to do a repeat of yesterday and go get myself a pumpkin cream chai, whatever that was, because it was so good and I wish I had one right now. I think the game plan for today is going to be to attempt to finish the YouTube video I started editing yesterday, but I do have a lot of B-roll that I need to overlay with this video, so I don't think I'll be able to get it done today, but the game plan is going to be to get as much done as I can and just kind of relax and take my time with it. I'm not like in a rush for any kind of work today, but tonight we are going bowling and I think we're gonna leave around like 5:30, get there for like 6. Fun fact about my family and I, we used to take bowling very seriously, so we all have shoes, balls, I have like a rosin bag, I have a wrist guard, like we took it seriously in the early 2000s, and so I'm excited to get back to that. I'm not really like spectacular, but I would say I'm like decent. My dad and my mom, like we're all like pretty decent, so I'm definitely excited for that tonight, and I think we're just gonna get dinner there, and then after that we're gonna head back to my parents and do like a little bonfire and maybe night swim. Today is the warmest day of the week. It is 72 right now. It's only going up to like 76, and the pool yesterday my mom said was like mid 70s. But yeah, we're gonna try to swim tonight while we also have a bonfire. We're gonna make some s'mores and just kind of hang out. But it is now almost 11 and Brad is done work at 11, so I did ask him if he could stop at Chick-fil-A and bring us home some lunch because I'm hungry and all the food that I have in the fridge is not good anymore. I've been doing good with like mostly eating salads and stuff, but like the lettuce I have and all the fruit is bad now and we need to go food shopping, so maybe Brad and I will get around to doing that today too. It's now 5:20 and not gonna lie, I rotted today because it's my vacation and that's what I felt like doing. I did work just a tiny little bit, but not enough to really be productive, and that's okay because this is, like I said, my vacation. So we're going to leave now. We're gonna head to my parents and then we'll all drive to bowling together, and now it's time to like actually get the day going, so let's go bowling.
Covers, now it's taking me again. Eating biscuits, sharing secrets. Now it's just you and me. No, I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no.
Got me up, baby.
What video think? What clip is she's using when she puts that on?
This one. I gotta make it look like I'm a good bowler, you know what I mean? It is now 3:30, and as you could tell, I went for a nice long morning walk. However, my aunt did get stung by a bee, and as soon as she told me she was stung, there was a wasp in my mom's face, and I literally took off. I wish I had vlogged like when I stopped running to catch my breath, because it was kind of funny how far I ran and how fast I ran. But I do not mess with bees. They are my biggest fear. Other than that, the walk was really nice. I walked 8,000 steps in just that walk alone, so I think by this point in the day, I've probably already hit my 10K steps, which is nice because I really just want to relax for the rest of the night. But after we went for our walk this morning, we went to breakfast, and I just got some French toast and chicken because instead of chicken and waffles, that's just what I wanted today. And I still have a lot of that left over, so that will probably be my dinner tonight, even though I don't really want that, but I don't know. We'll see if I feel like making something in a little bit. But after breakfast, my mom and I went to Target, so I figured I'd give you a little bit of a Target haul. But the main reason that I went there is because I was out of a few essentials, but also because I was looking for Man's Best Friend on vinyl. So I was really hoping that I could buy the vinyl to put in the background of my album reaction video because I'm about to sit down and film that, but they did not have it yet. So all I got was my essentials, and just these few things cost $40, and I just hate how expensive life is right now. But anyway, here is the first thing I got. I got a loofah on a stick, fun stuff. And then we were out of body wash, so I picked us up the St. Ives oatmeal and shea butter. I normally get us the Aveeno unscented skin sensitive stuff because I really don't like fragrance, but they did start putting some sort of fragrance in there. It still says that it's fragrance free, but I smell something and it just smells like chemicals to me, and I don't like it. So I wanted to pick up something that's like an oatmeal shea kind of situation because that smell isn't overbearing and it's also hydrating. So I'm excited to try that. And I am out of my Blistex, and I couldn't find Blistex there, but they did have this this 3-pack of chapstick, which is spearmint, cherry, and strawberry. So, you know, some other essentials. And then I'm out of a face wash, and there's a ton that I would really like to try from TikTok Shop. And I did submit a sample for like a turmeric face wash, which I would really like to try, but the sample hasn't been approved yet. I don't know if it will get approved. And honestly, I just am completely out and I didn't want to keep waiting. So I needed to get something. So I picked up the Bioma Creamy Jelly Cleanser. I tried to use this in the shower that I just took, but the pump is broken. So if I can't figure this out again when I wash my face when I'm done filming today, I will probably return this because I don't want a pump that doesn't work. And then the last thing that I needed was some shampoo. So I saw this curly shampoo and it was only like $7. It says that it is curly shampoo with peptides. And the reason that I picked this one, not only because I have curly hair, but also because it smells really good. And that is it for my little Target haul. I just poured myself a glass of watermelon Moscato. So I'm going to sit down and finally listen to Man's Best Friend. I'm going to listen to it and then also tier rank it at the same time because I think that will be really fun and also kind of different. I don't think I've seen anybody else do that before. So I'm going to go ahead and film that and then instantly start editing it. I doubt I'll be able to completely edit it and post it today, but that's kind of the plan, and that is pretty much it for the rest of my Friday. I will check back in with you guys when I'm done filming the video to let you know how I feel about the album, but I'm gonna go ahead and film that now. So it's now 7 o'clock and I am in the process of editing my album reaction video, and I wanted to tell you guys my thoughts on it. As far as I can tell, it is a no-skip album, but I'll see how I feel about that within like the coming weeks, the more and more that I listen to it. I just ordered some Chinese food because Brad is working for another almost 2 hours, and I just like couldn't wait that long for him to get home, and I really don't have much food here. We really need to go food shopping. So for the rest of the night, or at least until Brad gets home, I'm going to continue editing this video. But yeah, I think that this is the last time that I will check in with you guys today. Like I said, I'll just be editing for the rest of the night. So I will see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. Thank you for choosing Starbucks. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you? I'm picking up 2 mobile orders.
All right, I got you all set. You can walk right around.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. So, I did it again. There was a spider and I got scared and I forgot the key.
Bro, I need you to start keeping keys in the car or something. Like, give me a set of keys.
I'm gonna go get a bunch of keys.
Yeah.
I get something to do.
Yeah, you really need to, because 3 times is crazy.
It's like more like 6.
Why? Because it's very expensive.
You gonna go night-night?
I don't think I vlogged anything yet today besides like a little bit of my morning, but I don't think I've like talked to you guys yet. So hi, happy Saturday. I just went grocery shopping at Sprouts and Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. So I figured we could do a little bit of a haul and I can show you guys what I'm eating this week. So I got this at Sprouts for like $2.49, which is a great deal. It's a power greens mix. So I think that it's like, I don't really know. Honestly, it only looks like spinach to me. I don't really know what else is in here, but that is what I will have for salads for lunch. For my coffee replacement, I just have some sencha green tea. I actually really enjoy green tea and it's also good to help you burn fat. So I figured I can have that in the morning. And this bread was $10, but it is gluten-free and keto. It's only 1 gram of carb per slice. So I only eat 2 slices a day for my avocado toast. So I figured it would last me a while and it's just like really good. Like you can see all the labels on the side for what it's free from. So I needed a moisturizer. So this is from Pacifica. It's 100% vegan and cruelty free. And it's like a cute little glass bottle. It's like a sunset color. So yeah, we'll see how this works. I got some celery and some carrots. And then to go with that, I got some hummus. So I got the caramelized onion hummus. This I got from Sprouts. This was like 2 for $5, so my mom got 1 and I got 1. And then the eggplant at Sprouts was 2 for $5, which I thought was a good deal, especially for the size of these, but we went to Grocery Outlet after and they were only like $1.99 maybe, so could have saved a little bit of money, but it's fine. And then I do not eat eggs, but Brad requested that I get him some eggs. And then I got some grass-fed ground beef burgers, 80/20, and there's 10 burgers in here and this whole package was $10, so I figured that's literally 10 meals for $10. Like that is awesome. And then for my burgers, I am really also trying to stay away from dairy because I do think that dairy really makes my acne flare up. So I got some Daya, I think it's Daya, American slices to put on the burgers when I make those. And then I saw these at Grocery Outlet and these look really good. So these are garlic parm chicken breast skewers and they're really low in carbs. So I'm excited to try these. And all you have to do is just like heat it up over a little bit of oil in a skillet for 5 to 7 minutes, which I feel like is very easy and I'm lazy. So I'm excited to try those. I'll probably have that for dinner tonight. And then for my salads, for my lunches, I'm going to just pile in a bunch of greens and then have some fruit and veggies. So I did get some cucumbers. I have to find those, but I just have some strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. It's funny that I'm trying to stay away from dairy and then Brad had me get him all dairy stuff. So he wanted butter, cream cheese, milk, and eggs, and it's like, bruh. And then for my last two things, I got some avocados because I have avocados for breakfast pretty much every day. And then the cucumbers were 3 for $1 at Grocery Outlet, so I got 3 of those to put in my salads, and that will about cover me for the week. I couldn't find any like gluten-free or like low-carb buns for the burgers, so I'm just going to eat the burgers plain when I make them. So yeah, that's it for my grocery haul. Everything was 80 something. The one was 43, the other one was 46, so something like that. And it's now already 4:30, which is just crazy how quickly this day got away from me, but I did watch my cousin's baby for, it was honestly like maybe 45 minutes. It really wasn't that long, but we just hung out at my parents' house because my mom also wanted to see her, so we just hung out at my parents for a little bit. And then the phone call that you saw me on in the car was my cousin locking herself out of her apartment, and she does live in the same complex as me, so I had to drive to her husband's work, get his keys, bring them back to her, and luckily she left an hour before her appointment to come and hang out at my parents'. And then after she was done at the appointment she was at, we went to Home Depot to get some keys made for her because this is literally the 6th time she's locked herself out. So she wanted to get me a set of keys to keep here so that way if me or Brad are home when she locks herself out, it's a little bit easier than having to go all the way to her husband's work and back. So after Home Depot, I went back to my parents' house and we went grocery shopping together. So yeah, that has been my day. It's just been a lot of like tasks getting done, I guess. And since it's 4:30 now, I really want to get my Sabrina video done and uploaded today, but again, the day just got away from me. So I'm going to wash my produce, and the apartment really needs to be picked up and vacuumed. And I feel like I just can't work unless my space is like 100% clean. It's very hard for me to like focus when I know that I have a bunch of chores to do. All right, it's now 6 o'clock and I just finished washing all the fruit and putting that away, and that alone took me a while. And then I cooked up one of the skewers and some broccoli. So here's a look at my dinner. It looks really good, and I steamed my broccoli so it's like all mushy now, which is like my favorite way to eat broccoli. If you guys want to see more days in my life or weeks in my life or anything like that, please comment your suggestions down below. I do have my videos mapped out for the rest of the year, but if there's anything specific that you guys want to see from me, I'm always happy to produce those kinds of videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this entire video. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this week, and I will see you real soon. Bye!